Hi there, it's Alina from Iceland Review, and Art and I just hopped on a plane in Reykjavik and we just landed in Akureyri. And as you can see, it's a bit not what you would expect in June. It's snowing heavily and yeah, winter has made its return. So we're out now in Akureyri for the day and we're gonna check out this unusual weather in the middle of summer. The official beginning of summer in Iceland was already weeks ago, in the end of April, according to the old Icelandic calendar. But here we are on 5th of June and winter has made its return, at least to the north and the east of Iceland. We're currently in Akureyri, and while normally you would expect the midnight sun shining, green meadows and lambs and horses just jumping around, winter is back. Welcome to Iceland. So we are here right in front of the mountain passage that you would take if you want to go to Mývatn. It's the old road that is now closed, as you can see right behind me. Now we have to take the tunnel. And actually right now many roads in Iceland are closed because of the weather conditions. And this is quite unusual in June. This doesn't happen too often, just every couple of years. But yeah, I mean, Icelanders know how to deal with this kind of weather, but meteorologists have still said that this is quite an unusually long storm. So everything began on Monday, June 3rd, and is still gonna last until June 7th, which is Friday. So this sudden weather change obviously has consequences on the animals and also on the wildlife. We're here in front of some Icelandic horses. You can see that they've gathered all around they've herded up, I guess. And there's also a lot of small foals there. They are used to the weather, so they can deal with it. They're actually used to way worse weather. But still, it has a tremendous effect for example, the bird population now, because right now in June, it's the peak breeding season. So a lot of chicks are endangered to actually die because they're just not used to the cold. They haven't grown out their plumage yet. And for example, just last spring, ptarmigan chicks, they had a so-called breeding failure. So because there was very bad weather, very wet weather in the northeast, a lot of ptarmigan chicks died. And that also has a consequence on ptarmigan hunting. For some people, it's like a tradition in Iceland and also ingrained in the culture. So if you want to read more about that, I wrote an article about ptarmigan hunting last winter for Iceland Review magazine. I'm going to link it down in the description. But also farmers have to deal with the consequences now of this weather. And it's actually right now advised to farmers that they need to shelter their animals and not let them roam in the mountains yet. We just drove through the tunnel, Vallaheidagöng, and ended up here on the other side. And as you can see, there is way more snow. It's probably like over there, maybe a boot deep. And if we would continue on this road, it's just getting worse and worse. And close to Mývatn, there's a lot of snow. Some reports and photos have showed that it's about maybe like snow that accumulated is about like maybe kid size, so maybe a meter high. And then the road is actually closed after Mývatn. Yeah, so right now it's about 0 degrees or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And the wind is quite okay right now. A lot of snow in my face, but it's only about 30 kilometers per hour, and some gusts can reach up to 50 kilometers per hour. So the weather warning right now, we're in orange weather warning, and it's still lasting until tomorrow, so Thursday night, the 6th of June. Oh, some snow went in my eye. And behind me you can see the river which is one of the longest spring-fed rivers in Iceland. and it's about 117 kilometers long. You can't really see it right now. It's a bit hidden in the snow, but you can. There's a lot of salmon in the river and also Arctic char. So lots of people are fishing, and the fishing season is starting soon. Not in this weather, obviously. So there is a travel warning issued right now. Travelers in Iceland should revise their travel plans and adapt them. You can always stay updated on road.is, on vedur.is, which is the Icelandic Met Office, and also safetravel.is. So that's also the reason why we didn't drive up here to Akureyri, but that we took the plane. Next week the weather is supposed to be already way warmer, about 10 degrees. So hopefully summer will finally come then. Keeping our fingers crossed. Okay, wow, my eye is frozen. Always make sure to hold the doors when you get in a car in Iceland. So right now we are in Vallaskógur. This is actually Iceland's second largest forest with about 300 hectares. You might know it from the song Vor í Vallaskógur from Kaleo, the band Kaleo, that is also quite popular internationally. And right now the wind is a bit calmer here, so it's better for me to talk to you. Looks quite winter wonderlandy, but the only thing is that we have birch trees all around me, and as you can see they're already green. So nature is not really prepared for this change of weather, just like the animals, and it's for sure not gonna be too nice on the leaves, especially now with the low temperatures. So hopefully the weather's gonna change fast so the leaves won't freeze and the trees are gonna be bare after that. So the roads are currently upkept by Vegagerðin, the governmental organization that manages the roads in Iceland, and they have advised people to only travel during the day because they're not keeping up the roads during the nights. And also Landsnet, the governmental electricity company, they are prepared for this, because one issue that could rise up now is that through frost the electricity lines could basically be interrupted, and then we would have to deal with power outages. But so far nothing of the sort has happened, and everything is probably gonna turn around tomorrow evening, on Thursday night. So fingers crossed that everything will work out fine. It's actually quite beautiful here. The flakes are falling slow, and yeah, but very strange to see the birch trees all green and snow. It's very surreal. Okay, so we're experiencing a pretty strong wind from that side right now, and what is causing this storm Again, what is causing this storm over Iceland currently is a powerful low pressure front that is coming from the northeast over the entire country, and is bringing back this Arctic winter that we're experiencing now. Yeah. So this is the song that I talked about earlier, about spring in Vallaskógur, like the forest over there where we just went. So it's everywhere. So now we're in Café Ilmur in Akureyri, and we're just gonna warm up a little bit before heading back out into the bad weather. We met a local from Akureyri. Do you want to introduce yourself quickly? What are you doing here?
Hi, my name is Thor, and I'm a tour guide here in Akureyri.
Snow in June. How is that common in Akureyri? Do you remember last time you had this?
I mean, it's rather unusual to have weather like this. You know, of course we have it once in a while. It happens. We will maybe have a little bit of snow during the night or something. But like now, it's been like this for a few days. That's quite unusual here in Akureyri and down by the coastline. But of course, usual further inland in the highlands and so on. Yeah.
Has the weather now affected plans of yours?
No, not really. I mean, this is it affected my tour a little bit yesterday, of course. But this is just few days like this, and we're quite flexible here in Iceland when it comes to the weather. We're used to the weather being unpredictable. So, but yeah, it will be summer and sunny one day.
One day. We keep hoping. Okay, where are you from?
From Finland.
And are you here just to travel in the north, or?
Yes, we are doing the Golden Circle. We started on Reykjavik, and on next Sunday we'll be back in Reykjavik.
Okay, so there's snow in June. Did you expect that?
No. We know that the weather is changing all the days, but this is an unacceptable thing. Yes.
Yeah.
But in Finland we are used this kind of weather. That's not a surprise.
But also not in June, right?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
We supposed to be today in Mývatn, but the road was closed, so we have to change our plans, and we came here in Akureyri, just killing time.
Yeah. Are you going now east when you can, or back to Reykjavik?
No. We are going to east, and we are going to be in week to tomorrow. Yes, 400 kilometers.
Wow. Okay. Hopefully you can go all the way, and you don't have any further interruptions.
Yes. No, I don't know. Day by day.
Yeah, day by day. Just in Icelandic, there's a saying. It's called "Þetta reddast." It's just it will be how it will be. You cannot influence it. It will be fine.
Yeah. I think it's so in Finland. We say päivä kerrallaan, day by day.
Yeah, good saying. Okay, good luck on your journey. And thank you for talking to me.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. We're here at the we're just at the fire station. We're here at the police station in Akureyri, and I'm here with,
Herman Karlsson is my name.
What's your position in the police?
I work for the civil defense here in Akureyri.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened since the storm or the bad weather front hit on Monday?
I think we could say we gave very good information over the weekend for the coming days. So we haven't had any so much problems. Due to that, we got good information especially to the tourist bureaus and hotels and restaurants and everywhere. And Icelanders are quite aware of what is going on. There have been a few cars been stuck in snow, but that's it.
Okay, that's good. We saw one just recently when we went through the tunnel, and you just said, where is the worst area?
The worst area is in the east. Here, as I said, I would say in the east of Akureyri and the lane where the road is to Egilsstaðir, to the east part. That's the area that is the most trouble. But it's closed. We have had a little avalanche risk in Tröllaskagi, in north of Akureyri, in Ólafsfjörður and Siglufjörður, but not in the cities, just over the roads, and also here in Dalsmynni, which is a little bit east of Akureyri. People have listened, people have followed our instructions about the roads are closed, and they have to wait. So I think and hope it will hopefully get better tomorrow.
As the situation has not been very serious here in Akureyri, as we've also heard from the police officer, it's definitely different in the east of Iceland, for example in Egilsstaðir. So one situation that occurred is that in Neskaupstaður in the east, one ship broke loose from the pier, and when that happened at the time, there was only one engineer on board. And the ship has a name, it's called Barði. And they had to lift 3 more people on board to be able to ensure that the ship is docked again. And then they had to remove it to another side of the harbor where the wind was more favorable. And then there was also a bus that was where Workers from the aluminum workers from the aluminum plant in Reyðarfjörður were in, and the bus basically got off the road. Luckily, nothing more serious happened, and they were all safe and fine. But yeah, otherwise a few hikers had to be rescued by the search and rescue teams, who were also surprised by the snow. Yeah, but luckily, because officials have warned about this big storm for such a long time now, nothing more has happened, and the situation is calming down now already, and also over the course of tomorrow. So one example for how bad the wind has been during this storm is from the southeast of Iceland, 1 meter from the road administration. They have meters on the roads where you can also check on road.is how the roads are at the moment. Like they measure the temperature, the wind, and so on. And that 1 meter measured 50 meters per second winds, which is, let me have a look, it's 164 feet per second or 180 kilometers per hour wind. So this is more than hurricane wind gust, or it is a hurricane wind gust. We decided to end this video at the Jólahúsið, one of Akureyri's tourist attractions, the Christmas house that you can see right behind me here, because we hoped there would be snow all around, so you know, you have Christmas in June. But as you can see, the only snow left here is just on the roof of the Christmas house. So yeah, this also proves the saying that you've probably already heard: if you're not happy with the weather in Iceland, just wait 5 minutes. The sun was out earlier, that just proves the point. Yeah, so thank you for watching. If you're traveling in Iceland and you've seen now the weather can change rapidly and be crazy, always stay updated. Follow the pages like road.is, vedur.is and safetravel.is to stay safe, and always check your route before, and don't be afraid to adapt and change your travel route. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!